based off of what we saw last year from CJ Stroud, what are your expectations for Caleb in terms of do you guys expect to win a playoff game? Obviously, I think I already know the question. Do you expect to make the playoffs? I think it's a yes. But do you
Are you
expect,
asking me?
I'm asking you, yes, as a Bears
Yeah.
fan. Based
Yeah.
off based off of what we saw last year with CJ Stroud, the year before that with Joe Burrow, young quarterbacks can have success really fast.
No, yeah,
With all
you're
of the
completely right.
with all the moves that you guys made, Keenan Allen, DeAndre Swift, Gerald Everett, Montez Sweat last year, Caleb has every reason to be able to succeed as a rookie quarterback. Do you expect to win a playoff game next year?
Yes, 7-10 and a bunch of blown leads. We were right there knocking on the door for playoffs. So and I was told we were all told, and the bill of goods were being sold is that Caleb is this can't miss prospect who you are dumb to pass up on, and is the best next or the next best thing since sliced bread, and you just have to go and he's going to make your team better. He's already a top 10 quarterback in the league, and yada yada. So and with a roster that I just named out there, and even as a Bears fan, I don't think it's biased to say that that's a really good fucking team, and that any quarterback who comes in there is in a really good situation to succeed. So if we were
It's
right,
also like it's also
if we
like
were,
name the top five quarterbacks in the NFC right now. Like the NFC is very, very lacking great quarterbacks.
yeah, no, and so that's why I'm saying like there is no excuse, and that's why I said it all along. Like I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, Caleb needs time to develop or whatever. No, we were in a situation that was so unique to the point where it's like, no, you got, and it's a lot of pressure. I'll give it to them, but like, you got to come in, you got to compete, and you got to win like right away because it's maybe never happened where a team has gone in because I think it's fair to say through this offseason polls with the team and the roster has pretty much gone win now mode where they don't have a lot of draft picks. They're
The
buying players.
signing the
They're
signing
signing players
the
and
signing
everything.
of
So
DeAndre Swift is a completely uncharacteristic move, especially with already having good running backs on the roster and
yeah,
trading for trading for Keenan Allen when you already have DJ Moore on the roster. It's like those are win now moves.
yeah, exactly, and that's why I'm saying. So it's like, and like I said, to compare, and I know they made an emphasis like this isn't about Fields versus the other guy, Fields versus Caleb, or Fields versus whoever. It was about the timeline, whatever. But at a point, it's to be like I said, 7-10, you were three blown leads away from being the number one wild card spot. So at a point, it's like if we go into this year with this team and go 8-9 or 7-10 or even like 9-8, that's a disappointment. So I'm placing the floor here at 9 wins and a playoff appearance. Anything short of that, I really don't know what to do from there. I think then that's a conversation that we'll have going forward, but I don't want to have that conversation. And if we get there, then we get there. But like I said, if you go from that team to this team, especially since people are so confident that Caleb is that much going to be that much better than Fields was, if it only shows for a 1 or 2 win improvement, it was all for nothing basically. So there's my opinion. So long answer short, yes, I do expect a playoff win, at least a playoff win.
All right.
Shorter question. What do you think about Keenan Allen? Like just overall as an addition for the Bears. Like just you could give a quick response. Like what was your like what are you feeling like Keenan Allen going into next season? Is he the
I
answer?
love it. I
Also,
love it because he's a consistent. The
also,
we
like
now have
really
two.
quick, shout out Cobe like J in hand while he was asking that.
To answer Cope's question, because now you got me in a rhythm here a little bit. To answer Cope's question, the cool thing is now we have 2 receivers on our roster that have more career yards than the franchise leader in receiving yards in Bears history. And the Bears are the oldest team, pretty much the oldest team in the NFL, which is pretty cool. Like that's pretty cool that you have that now. I'm not. This is no knock against DJ Moore at all, but a lot of his like big plays last year come from he's going, and a lot of the time he was open and whatnot. But it's a lot of deep balls, and he goes out and gets the ball and whatever. And from what I've read, and I'm not like a film expert or anything, so don't think I'm trying to like make up some
You're a
analysis.
big all 22 guy though.
No, I'm really not. But I've heard how Keenan Allen is really good at just finding ways to get open. He's not going to burn you of speed necessarily. He's not going to go up in moss guys, but he gets open. He gets yards where they're needed, and he gets them in chunks. And I think that's a
elite route
really
runner.
good, and he's just a gamer. Like that's a good thing to pair with DJ Moore. And I think the balance on that offense, because then you've got Cole Kmet who can go in there, ground and pound, and kind of just rush through guys, make those contested catches. You got Moore who can run past, big deep threat. I think it's a really good balance, and there's I if I hear one mention of lack of weapons at any point in the season, it's going to be like an immediate unfollow, block, whatever you call it, because there is enough weapons for if you gave Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs and Andy Reid this offense that the Bears have right now, they wouldn't lose a game and they wouldn't win a game by less than 15 points.
I agree that you guys definitely have a surplus of weapons, but just to play devil's advocate, the constant comparison of Caleb to Patrick Mahomes, and I'm not sure that that's exactly what you were doing there, but
no, that's not at all what I was doing.
It's just like Caleb is literally a rookie quarterback coming into the league being compared to the best quarterback of our generation. That doesn't happen. Like that's not something that happens. And with that, he has a lot of weapons and he has a good defense. And the team that's the number one overall pick shouldn't be the number one overall pick because they got the number one overall pick for Bryce Young. So it's like you said, a very unique situation. But I do believe that Caleb is going to win a playoff game. If you want to ask me straight up, like comparing prospects this year versus last year, I'm taking Caleb over CJ Stroud. So CJ Stroud wins playoff game last year. I'll take Caleb this year. And I would also take the NFC as a playoff, arena versus the AFC last year, where, there's a lot better quarterbacks in the AFC than there is in the NFC. I think that everybody agrees on that. So I do realize that Caleb's a rookie coming into the NFL, but I think that it's a unique situation where he has weapons. He has one of the best receivers of all time in Keenan Allen, and he has a good defense. So I expect the Bears, like you just said, Sam, to be a team that at least wins a playoff game, and just winning one playoff game doesn't really necessarily matter, but it does matter in terms
but it's a step in the right direction. So if they go and they lose,
it matters in terms of your franchise progressing in the right direction.
Yeah, so if you go and you win a playoff game and you lose in the division, I will be disappointed. If they go and lose in the divisional round or even losing the NFC Championship, I will be disappointed. As like if you said this year, like let's say
there's 31 teams that are disappointed.
Like if you said the 23 Bears got into the playoffs, yeah, sure, I would have been like pretty pissed and like upset if they lost in the first round of the playoffs. But after that, I would have been like, you know what? I mean, props to these guys for fucking making it there after an 0-4 start, whatever. But now it's like the framework is in place. You got to go do it. The expectations are there. And I'm not because, and that's what pisses me off the most is the kind of switch up of the narrative change. How all year it's how you have to get Caleb because he's so good and he's this and that and this and that. But now it's like, oh, well, he's just a rookie. So like you can't expect this much. You can't have it both ways. Either he's a rookie and he's time to develop and he has this flaw, this flaw, this flaw, or he's him. He is undefeatable and he's gonna win wherever he goes.
I will also say that like CJ Stroud is an exceptional exception to the rule, whereas most rookie quarterbacks need at least a year to develop.
Well, I have a follow-up question too. Is Eberflus the coach or no? Like, not the obviously he's the coach right now, but is he the coach of the Bears' future, or is he on his like who's going to be the Bears' coach after?
It seems as if he is because
2 seasons from now he's the Bears' coach.
He got a lot cooler of a haircut.
Yeah, he looks a lot better. He's got a lot more riz now, but he looks a lot better. I will say that for sure. The Flus is loose right now, but I think they have to keep him even if they don't perform this year because if they fire him after this year, we fall back into the same cycle of firing a coach the year after 1 year of rookie quarterback play, which has happened for the last 3 rookie quarterbacks we've had. So,
but is he the coach though? Like, do you envision?
No, I like Eberflus because what he started once that happened with our old defensive coordinator, we could leave it at that. And Eberflus started calling the defense got much better. And
so when you envision a Bears Super Bowl, you envision Eberflus as the coach who's catching the
I do.
Okay,
I really do. I believe in him like that.